Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss very simple portion, that is calculation of retrenchment compensation as compared with the other classes. It's very simple. Everyone can understand in a very simple stretch. Okay, let us see what is the tax implication of retrenchment compensation and what is the meaning of retrenchment compensation. As per section 10 subsection T 10B of the Income Tax Act 1961, retrenchment compensation means any amount which is received under Industrial Dispute Act 1947. Clear? It's called retrenchment compensation. At the time of retrenching, some compensation may be paid by the employer to the employee under this act, that is called retrenchment compensation. So see tax implication of the retrenchment compensation. Amount received under this Industrial Dispute Act 1947 exempt to the extent of the following or least of the following. See, it is applicable to all entire employees. There is no categorization as government or private or public, nothing we have. It is applicable. Then see, there are three limits. First one, that is actual amount received. It is given in your problem as it is. Amount received as retrenchment compensation under 25 FB of Industrial Dispute Act. Sometimes it is given as like. Okay. The next one, that is a statutory limit, 5 lakh. No need of more discussion. And third important element, that is amount calculated as per the provision of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947. In many cases, these three elements are given in your problem directly. So, no need of calculation. It's very, very simple. Actual amount which is given, 5 lakh, this is statutory limit. Amount calculated as per the provisions of Industrial Dispute Act is also given in your problem straight away. In such a situation, there is no need of calculating these three elements. We have to directly go for comparing these three elements. And which one is the least? A least amount is considered as an exempted amount. And the least amount will be deducted from the actual amount. Then we will get to taxable amount of retrenchment compensation. Getting? So in some situations, it is not given in your problem directly this part. So we have to calculate 25 FB of Industrial Dispute Act 1947. Amount determined as retrenchment compensation under section 25 FB of Industrial Dispute Act 1947. How to calculate? It's very straight away, very simple. It is calculated as 15 days average pay for every completed year of service, and any part thereof in excess of 6 months. Clear? Very simple. The provision states that a workman is entitled to retrenchment compensation, or an employee is entitled to get a retrenchment compensation under section 25 FB of Industrial Dispute Act 1947 equal to the 15 days average pay for every completed year of service or any part thereof in excess of 6 months. That means continuous service, suppose 20 years of service. Then part there means if an employee complete 7 months, we will take 1 year as service. Is already discussed in our previous lessons how to calculate the part year of service into 1 year. We are already discussed. No need of discuss more and more here. So all of you are very familiar how to calculate the part or part thereof in excess of 6 months as 1 year. Clear? So 15 days average pay. 15 days average pay. How to calculate average pay? Average pay, if an employee is getting salary as monthly salary, average pay is commuted based on the salary of the last 3 calendar months. Okay, average salary means total salary divided by number of months. So if a person is getting monthly salary, we will take average salary for the last 3 months. If an employee is getting weekly wages on the basis of wages of the last 4 completed weeks. Okay, if an employee is getting weekly wages on the basis of average salary is computed on the basis of wages of last 4 completed weeks. If an employee is getting daily wages, average pay is calculated on the basis of wages of the last 12 full working days. Clear? Suppose if an employee is getting daily wage, we have to calculate average wages of 12 working days, and then we will get 1 day wage. We have to multiply with 15 days. Clear? Then we will get 15 days average pay. Likewise, we will complete all these procedures. Salary here means all remuneration capable of being expressed in terms of money, which would be payable to a workman in respect of his employment. Clear? That's all about the definition of salary in the case of retrenchment compensation. So from these, it is very clear this area of discussion is very, very simple as compared with our previous classes. Clear? So there are 3 elements we have. First one, that is actual amount received, then amount straight away given in your problem. The next one, that is amount calculated as per the 25 FB of the Industrial Dispute Act, then statutory limit 5 lakh. We have to compare these 3 things and taken as least as exempted, and we will deduct from the actual, then we will get a taxable portion of in Industrial Dispute Act. Okay. Then one more thing, salary here means salary, all remuneration capable of being expressed in terms of money, which would be payable to a workman in respect of his employment. It includes all allowances, including DA, leave travel concession, perquisites, electricity, water, etc., etc., but does not include bonus and contribution paid or payable by the employer to the pension fund or provident fund, and gratuity payable on the termination of service. These 3 things we have to exclude while calculating salary. That's all about calculation of, or tax calculation of retrenchment compensation. By these words, let us conclude. All of you, please, I humbly request you to go through problems and text materials. If you have any doubt, please raise the doubt. Okay, thank you.